these special little nuts. Yep, I just said that. These special little nuts for attaching equipment. That still isn't helping me out here. Okay, I'm back at it again. Still working on this project here. Wonder if any of you have guessed thus far. Yeah. Somehow my nap yesterday, while in between, after editing, I was just wiped and such. Somehow that nap turned into a 12+ hour sleeps. So this is the next day. It's Sunday right now, and I'm gonna keep working. I'm just building this at the moment, so it'll probably be a sped up portion, and I'll cut in if I need to. Anyway, let's build. That was almost my fingers. That was close. Holy balls. Wow. Ah, shipping damage. Lovely. Click latches into place. Don't explain how latches work. Now, I'm pretty sure I bought the more expensive one of these that had a articulating back. I will double check and make sure I didn't just get ripped off. I'm definitely double checking that because it was a difference of something like $50. And part of the reason I wanted the other one was because it was a little deeper. Either I messed up or they messed up. We're gonna continue forward anyway and just see if this works. There you go. Oh, whoops. Maybe that's why I didn't want to fit. I still had the bloody thing upside down, like their instruction manual. It's more awkward heavy than, you know, oh my god, I can't lift it. I lift things up and put them down. And I really don't want to damage it. Let's see if these go on better this way. Oh, night and day. Yeah, completely night and day. All right, and then the glass door. Ooh. Get in your hole. There you are. Now you do the same. Get in your hole. That's not your hole. There you go. Okay, so the next piece of equipment I have, and that's a nice shadow of the camera right there. Yeah, this big honking heavy battery backup, uninterruptible power supply, UPS, however you want to say it. Whatever you want to call it, as long as it's correct. Which came with all the mounting hardware, cables and such, but somehow in this direction booklet did not come with instructions, despite the fact it has a thing that says instructions on installing the hardware. No, there are none. So we're gonna wing it. And we're gonna hope. Don't move. Must be 2:30. I don't remember when I set that alarm. I don't remember why I set that alarm. But I keep forgetting to turn off that alarm. And I'm always busy with something else when it goes off, so I never do it right then. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to move this back a little bit so maybe you can see better. It's not disconcerting in the slightest. It's not like there's going to be expensive equipment in there. No, who would do that? Me. Oh, I know where this is going, and I don't like it. You're about to tell me, oh good, they give me more. Huh. These special little nuts. Yep, I just said that. These special little nuts for attaching equipment. That still isn't helping me out here. These thingamaboobers right here are what makes the magic happen. And I should have just enough. So if I end up needing more things to put in there, and if you haven't figured it out yet what I'm building, I'm sure you will soon. If I need to put more in, I can. Now, one thing I'm definitely planning on investing in if I'm going to be doing this sort of thing more often is a better microphone setup. Might have noticed the audio kind of sucks. It doesn't have to. I could get a better mic, attach it to that camcorder there, or to eventually a better camera. GoPros are notoriously difficult to get audio into and still be really considered GoPros. I'd find a better location for you right now, but I'm not sure where that would be. That's upside down. What? Why would you have... Put that on the bottom. You can't see a damn thing. Ow. Pinching my hand, it's rather heavy. Better have more of these. Not enough. Well, I hope the rest of them aren't like this, because that's gonna be a problem. I swear that manual they gave me just has nothing to do with this particular unit. Let's go get the next piece, shall we? This bit definitely had a rough time in shipping. Doesn't come with any hardware either. I'm noticing a theme here. Not sure I like it. I'll have to keep that in mind for if I need to do any sort of upgrades to this thing. A tray. As you might have suspected. Oh, yeah, that fits. May have needed a second tray. I'm sure I can make it work. I'm sure I can make that work. All right, next piece. This is a doozy. This is pretty much what all of this was for. It makes all of the magic happen until the next magic happens. This lays the groundwork. And if you haven't figured it out yet, that's okay. I get it. I understand. Won't be able to hide it much longer. It wants to come out. Ubiquity Unify XG switch. 16 XG switch. This thing is a beast. And will help me get rid of a whole bunch of network congestion I'm running into. Boost my network speeds in a way that hopefully you've guessed by now. And lay the foundation for me to change my editing style, my file storage style, so that I can produce content quicker, better, stronger. I don't know. Don't mind me. Hey, now they got it right. They actually included mounting hardware. Don't know what you're... Oh, yeah. I know exactly what that's for. These. The ears that attach it to the network cabinet. Now, for this little amount of equipment and such thus far, it makes sense to actually, it does actually make sense to get a network cabinet because it needed to be in the basement. This is where all the lines are going to go. And I didn't want it to have to deal with a lot of heat, dust, and everything else. Plus, protecting my data is kind of important, so being able to lock it and putting it in a not common area, it's kind of a smart idea. This may be the final piece for in this cabinet. Might want to use the ear for in this cabinet, but it's certainly not the final piece of the network. I am not near done because I have to rerun almost all of my cabling because it's not the right type. And I have more devices now than I ever did before. That was part of the problem. And I have to come up with a new way to do Wi-Fi, so still got a bunch of work to do. I've really been enjoying Ubiquity lately. Oh, the battery's about to die. Awesome. Let's change that, shall we? Whew. Really warm. Like I was saying over there, I've really been enjoying Ubiquity lately. The networking gear, the software that goes with it. It's good stuff. And the very fact that they also included the special nuts. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get this GoPro a break soon. It's almost too hot to touch. It's even shorter than I expected. So it's not what I was concerned about with not getting the exact unit that I was expecting to get. I don't have. There's not going to be a problem. Eventually, I'd like to get a patch panel. It's just not required right now, obviously, but would be nice. Certainly would be cleaner. Oh, why won't... Okay, so Ubiquity, your special nuts are little itchy. Oh my god, get in there. Hey, knock it off. Get in the hole. Put your nuts in the hole. Well, now that nut wants to come free out of its encasement. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Get in the slot. I'm about to give up on this one. This nut might be out of sorts. Yeah, let's try another one. Oh, no, you only gave me enough nuts. Just enough nuts to get the job done, huh? I see how it is. Oh, come on. Got it. Oh. Gotta brute force them nuts. Okay. Nuts are in place. Now to screw. I'm leaving enough room up the top in case I do end up putting in a patch panel. Woohoo! It's in! That's a tighter fit than I expected. Wow, not a lot of wiggle room, huh? You could really smack this thing around and it wouldn't feel a thing. So the battery backup has to charge about 4 hours before it's really usable. Now, I'm not in a position yet to really use it, but because I got to run all the cabling, but might as well get it started. Now, looking for cable routing. It's not going to work there. Should be this thing, but I can't easily get at it. There's a panel up top that can be punched out, and on the bottom. Holy. They don't want you accessing this easily, huh? Nothing in the instructions about it. What, do I have to go in there with cutters? Right now, this won't work for me. Alright, for right now, going through the side and get it charging. And I'll figure out how to remove the top cable panel later. Okay, so that should be working. That's one way to tell if it is. See if it's getting power is to connect these fans that are up on the top. Let's see how loud they are, huh? Yep, there's definitely juice there. And yeah, it's a bit noisy. It's a little noisier than I expected, actually. I had some people that knew what I was going to be doing. They kind of asked me, well, why don't you put it, in the office? Or that's why. It's a bit noisy. Don't have to use the fans while it's even moving the plastic. There's a good amount of air going through there. So I really don't have to worry about my components overheating, I don't think. But let's let this charge. It's pretty much the next step is running the cables. Yeah, because might as well have all that set up so that my downtime when I have to move the router and the file server and the modem. Yeah, that'll lessen it as much as possible. So I got to figure out where all the cables go. And you don't need to watch that because that'd be kind of boring. So I'm going to take a break and I'll get back to you when I'm ready for the next step. Okay, so the rest of my setup has not been going as planned. I was hoping to keep the existing network intact while running the cables so that I could stay online until I was ready. Unfortunately, the new cable is more numerous and thicker than the old cable, so I have to re-drill new holes, which means take out the existing cable, otherwise I'm just cutting it up with drill bits. Anyway, so I've had to take my entire network offline, basically, while I gut it. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up my router and modem and my new Wi-Fi setup, so at least my cell phone and Wi-Fi devices can work. Which means I get to rush and, oh, the battery's dying already on that. That's just lovely. These GoPro batteries are terrible. Just gonna say, terrible. But yeah, I gotta put two of these access points, run the cabling up that way, connect it in here, and basically start putting it in one by one. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that as fast as possible. I'll probably just show you the results, or if anything goes wrong, then I'll record. But anyway, I got a lot of work to do. I really want this done by tomorrow, if not Tuesday. It's still Sunday.